What's up, guys? It's your boys Wokey back out with another Chris Watts video. I know I was saying every other day, but this one came highly recommended because apparently 5 days ago, Rabbit Hole Rocks, a great dear content creator friend that I have. Well, I'd like to do a collab here soon with her, but she does. I feel like she's like my double, but in female version. She speaks how it is. She is a fellow veteran. I think she's out. I don't know. I don't know exactly, but she's a fellow supporter of, or not supporter of the government, but fellow military person. There we go. Oh my goodness, I couldn't find the words there for a second. But apparently, I need to watch this, and it's the cousin of Chris Watts Mistress makes wild claims. I know we watched this one. I think it was like 12 days ago or something like that. But some people can't find it. So I'm just going to react to it because Rabbit Hole Rocks reacted to it. I want to see what she says. Also, there's petitions that are trying to get Chris Watts out of prison. I literally looked at it and I was like, are you kidding me? It's got like 1,000 signatures, but that's about it. And yeah, I can't believe that there's people that want Chris Watts out. Like, okay. But for those that want to watch this video with me, again, about the cousin of Chris Watts' murder, I mean, listening to it, there's definitely some red flags that I'm going to show you that I didn't show you in the last video. But again, if you don't want to watch it because it's a repeat, I understand. I'm sad to see you go and not watch this video with me, but we're going to get into it. But first, make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel by hitting that wiper icon down at the bottom right. It kind of keeps moving, but it says subscribe. It's free to do. It's easy to do. And then hitting the bell icon next to it allows it. So when I post a video, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video. Then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And with that being said, let's get into this video. Again, I don't think it's the cousin. I think it's her. And I can tell you by mannerisms, by voice, and now I literally put this audio through an AI and Nichol Kessinger, or I took the claim of the video of Nichol Kessinger being the cousin and putting it with like her interview. It's the exact same person, and it says the person or the AI says the person is intoxicated. So if AI can figure that out, hello. So let's get into the video and give the support where it is due over at Rabbit Hole Rock. She's getting closer to 4K. We definitely want to help her out, and let's get into the video.
Chris Watts himself has written us and told.
Something happened. I can't hear it. Can you guys hear it?
Chris Watts himself has written us and told us he doesn't know why he killed his family. He says that he was possessed by a demon from the house. He says that the Thrive patches were making him think like demonic thoughts. Chris killed his family because he's a sick f***. He took his bodies to the job, okay? He took the bodies to Anadarko. How dumb can he get? He wanted to get caught. He was going to be killing. In fact, Nikki turned him in. She called the police when she seen the interview because she said he looked like...
I love that Rabbit Hole Rocks is showing the smoke detector. Because I thought that too. I just think it's funny when people don't change their smoke detectors because it's so high.
Like a serial killer, okay? And she thought, what if he was a serial killer because there was a woman missing from Brighton, you know?
I don't think I've heard this one. This sounds like there's more to it.
It's just like, I didn't know what was going on. I assumed that she had left. So I was like, well, when you get back, because I knew that they were going through a divorce, it was like...
It's the exact same person. I'm telling you. It's the exact same person. And she's just intoxicated.
Just cover your bases, try not to be alone. And if you are, just record what you guys are talking about. So, like, at the end of the day, like, nothing bad happens to you, and so he said that she woke up and those two kind of just, like, got in a disagreement. And I don't know what all was said, but he was like, she was being pretty mean. She told me that she's pregnant, and she told me that the kid is not mine. That is what he told me. And again, like, I think he's just saying all this to me to try to cover his tracks with me. Like, I don't know what he told you guys, but I bet it's probably very different. And I think that what he said to me, it was, like, directed towards me. Like,
many of you mentioned that Zawoki and Patty Productions had recently made videos about the alleged cousin of Nichol Kessinger.
That's me!
So I decided to take a look and see if we can find out if this is really Nichol
I so want to see what she says.
Kessinger or not. Now, I do not claim to be a Nichol Kessinger voice expert, but I have been watching hours upon hours upon hours
of
Nichol Kessinger footage. On top of watching, I spend hours editing, so I have to hear her voice over and over and over again. Of course, this is all just speculation. This is just my opinion. You all make up your minds at home whether you believe that this is Nichol Kessinger or not. I couldn't find anything that confirms that this is a real audio recording from...
I put the 2 audio recordings into the AI and said, tell me the differences and tell me the sames. Or how did I say it? I think I said the sames. I don't know. I think I shouldn't have said that, but I should have said the connections or something like that. And I go, is this, and then it kind of spits all this information out. It just says this person's intoxicated. Right off the bat, I was laughing. The person sounds upset, pissed off, angry, fatigued, and like that too. And then I said, well, is it a male or female? Of course it says female. I said, how old? I was just curious. It said 40. I mean, that's a little above. It sounds like she's a little older there. And then I said, are these the 2 same people? It says yes. So, I mean, can we use AI as a validation? No. But I just thought it was ironically funny that I put them in there and said, is this the same person with the audio? Because we don't have video. So I just thought it was funny that AI was like, yep, it's the same. Voice analysis, I should say.
A cousin. There isn't anything in the public records or in the discovery that mentions Nichol Kessinger's cousin by name. And
why would it be that the cousin needs to move? Or why would the cousin think that they're being hated? We don't care about Nicole's family. We care about Nichol. We could care less about some Jum Schmo cousin that sounds exactly like Nichol. That you want to say that it's a cousin? You might as well just should have said it was like a sister, but I think she only had the one sister. So, cousin, it's always like, oh, my best friend's cousin, twice removed, third in the family. Like, what? So, let's continue.
And I couldn't find the origin of this audio. Just for the sake of analysis, we are gonna go ahead and assume that this audio came from a reliable source and that it's not a hoax. So with that, we're just gonna go ahead and proceed with the assumption that this audio recording was provided by someone who is a reliable source.
Hi, I am Nichol
Come on, Nicole.
Kessinger's cousin. My mother made a YouTube video. She made one without anyone really knowing she was going to do it. So, and now people know about it. We've already moved, changed our names.
No one cares about you.
We've moved 6 times in a year because of the harassment from people.
Why would we harass? Again, I made this same claim. Like, I always bring up the Hitler thing. I don't know why I bring up that. But why would we care about what Hitler's cousin did when we should worry about what Hitler did. Like, why would we go after Hitler's cousin if he had nothing to do with it? Same thing situation with Nichol, or like any murderer. So if somebody murders, are we always going to go after the cousins and harass them? Like, we don't care.
People saying that Nichol helped Chris Watts from people who just
I'm thinking Nichol Kessinger had to move 6 times.
want to know this case, who want to meet people, whatever. Okay? Nichol didn't kill anyone. Chris Watts and Chris Watts alone murdered his family. Chris Watts didn't have help. He didn't have encouragement. And
so right off the bat, we know that this person that is calling is already making some wild claims. They're claiming to have moved 6 times in 1 year because of harassment. None of Nichol Kessinger's cousins were ever involved.
Exactly.
Never was Nichol Kessinger's cousin ever mentioned. Why would the cousin have to change their name? Let's use our common sense here. If Dwayne Kessinger, the man who sat in that interview for 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and we have the video footage, we have his name.
I can do a lot more important things than that for 3 hours.
Have his information. If he didn't have to change his name and go into witness protection, how much sense does it make for a cousin who we know nothing about
Nor care.
to have to change their name and go into witness protection and be harassed? That makes absolutely no sense.
It doesn't.
Dwayne Kessinger is still Dwayne Kessinger. Dwayne Kessinger still exists, and he didn't.
And if he's a Freemason, then let him be. Like, I can't find any information about the man. Nor do I care. He wasn't part of this murder, besides some people's theories that he was involved by hushing certain higher-ups with money and all that stuff. But can we say it's factual? No, we can't. We have to say alleged because we have no idea because they won't let us look.
Have to go into witness protection. I couldn't find anything that pointed to a cousin.
Nothing.
Or even Dwayne, or even Jim, or even Charlotte having to change.
Or even Nichol Kessinger's mother. Nothing is pointing towards anybody except NK.
Change their name because of harassment. It just makes no sense. So that's the first thing I noticed with the words that this person is saying. It makes absolutely no sense why any cousin would have to move, especially when we don't have any footage of them. We don't know who this cousin is. So how could this cousin even possibly be harassed? Second, I will say that this voice sounds a lot like Nichol Kessinger. Her nasally voice, her
like all you gotta do is, and if she does this, and if she says this, and Chris did this, it literally sounds like the same thing. It's probably literally, she's like, how do I change my name on Google? Okay, this is Nichol Kessinger's cousin. Like, we're not stupid, Nichol.
It does sound like Nichol Kessinger calling in, who was possibly intoxicated and holding her nose like this.
And who did she call? Did she call a phone number? Did she make a video and somebody just copied the audio? Like, where did this come from?
And lowering her voice a little and speaking a little bit slower. Let's hear what this person says again, and then let's compare it to some of Nichol Kessinger's words.
Oh, she's just going to throw
Chris
it right in
Watts
there. I was thinking about making a video like this where I compared it and showed it, but the computer did it for me, and Roxy's doing it right now. Give her the credit.
Chris Watts alone murdered his family.
Okay, this part. Let's compare it to Nichol Kessinger during her interview with Kevin Kovac.
And I kept emphasizing to him he had 3 kids, and I wasn't even mad about it. I was just like, you need to find your family.
Chris Watts and Chris Watts alone murdered his family.
Family.
It is literally the same thing. Family. It's literally the same thing.
So I wanted to do that side-by-side comparison because the one
Fantastic job, Roxy.
word that stood out is family. It's the way that Nichol says family.
Where's your family, Chris? Like, where's your family?
And I kept asking him, where's your family, Chris? Where's your family? It's long and drawn out with that very low, nasally voice. Where's your family, Chris?
Chris Watts and Chris Watts alone murdered his family.
Even the alone.
Chris Watts didn't have help. He didn't have encouragement. And we got his law. He's got lawyers. He had lawyers before. They could.
He's got lawyers before. This person, this individual sounds intoxicated and out of it, completely out of it. It really does sound like Nichol Kessinger under the influence of something. Now, if this person was Nicole's sister, then there might be more of a similarity in their voice. I don't know. A lot of people say that my sister and I have the same voice, but she is a little higher pitched than I.
I mean, heck, my fiance, she's a twin, an identical twin. Their voices sound similar, but I can tell which one's mine, my twin. And I always get it every single time that which one is Deanna. So
I am. But how similar would this cousin be with Nichol? I do find it really convenient that this person says that they are a cousin and not a sibling or someone closer related to Nichol. It's not as hard to verify if someone has a brother or sister, a mom and a dad. But verifying the siblings of one's parents and then how many kids that sibling had, that is a lot harder. And how many cousins you have because of your uncles and aunts.
So if this is the cousin, then I was gonna say, wouldn't no, she could have a step cousin, maybe.
Aunts that all had kids. I mean, how many cousins do we all really have? I can't go out tonight. I'm sorry. My cousin needs me to watch his dog for him. I'm so sorry. Oh. Hello, work? Yeah, I'm so sorry. Hi, yeah. I'm so sorry. My cousin fell down the stairs and now I have to help her. Yeah, she's in the hospital.
My work would be saying, so when you coming in?
So sorry. She's my cousin though. She's like my sister. We grew up together. Yeah, she's my cousin. And I need to be there for her. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I can't come to work today. Bye. That's another thing that I know.
It's like putting your thermometer on a light bulb and making it $146 or 146 degrees, and then giving it to your mom saying, "I have a temperature." Like she's gonna be like, "Get your stuff on. Let's go to school." Okay, Nicole, this is not your cousin. Knock it off.
Noticed with the fact that this person claims to be a cousin. But anyway, let's continue.
Kept contacting everybody, you know, because he wants to talk to Nikki about the baby, okay?
Oh, hi.
So he has lawyers.
Because he wants to talk to Nikki about the baby. The baby, okay? So Nichol Kessinger is from Colorado and Nichol Kessinger's cousin is from Mississippi. This person is trying really hard to sound Southern, but it doesn't sound real.
She sucks at faking, but guys, you heard it here first. Nichol Kessinger sucks at faking.
Y'all. Let's continue.
So he has lawyers now because they contacted a few days ago, and that's what set my mom off. My mother is 63 years old. Okay, and like, she's mentally ill. Okay? She's mentally ill, and like, she really like can't take.
Sounds like it runs in the family.
All this harassment and all this shit. Okay, but
if this person's mother really is mentally ill, I'm really sorry to hear that, but it's the claims. The claims are so wild, and the accent is what's really getting me. He had his liars.
Why is she going sideways?
Really set my mouth. My mother is mentally ill. She can't take all of this harassment. Who is her mom? No one even knows who her mom is.
No.
Again, common sense, critical thinking. Let's use that part of our brain. Why in the world would Nichol Kessinger's cousin get harassed? Why?
Exactly.
Why?
There's
Who
no
is
reason.
Nichol Kessinger's cousin? None of us know who Nichol
And
Kessinger's
none of us
cousin is.
care.
So again, why would this person get harassed? Let's be real here. Let's continue.
She wanted to like rebuttal what she was seeing on YouTube and
Rebuttal.
all that shit, because the reason that Chris Watts agreed to do a book with Cheryl,
Because apparently the money wants to go to this baby that he so claimed had with Nichol Kessinger. There's no baby.
is because Cheryl was supposed to give money to Nicole. Cheryl never gave any money to Nicole or my mom or anything like that. Because she got sued for plagiarism.
Doesn't make sense.
Huh? We know that Nichol Kessinger Googled
You're like,
Amber Fry. She Googled,
mark?
did people hate Amber Fry? She also Googled Amber Fry's book deal. It seems like Nichol
She wanted to cash in on that.
Kessinger really wanted to be the next Amber Fry and get a book deal and get some money out of this situation. But it didn't happen. She ended up lying to everybody, and we know
Denied.
it. Why would Sherilyn Cadle owe Nichol Kessinger's cousin money?
Yeah.
Let's see that again.
It makes no sense.
Cheryl is because Cheryl was supposed to give money to Nicole. Cheryl never gave any money to Nicole or my mom or anything like that.
Cheryl never gave any money to Nicole.
Why would Nichol Kessinger's aunt get money?
Or my mom or anything like that. Why would Cheryl Lynn Cadle need to give Nicole's aunt money? How much sense does that make? Let's continue.
Because she got sued for plagiarism. Cheryl contacted Chris for a second book and, said she would give the money to Nicole. Chris said no, because she didn't give the money to Nicole because of what happened before, and she plagiarized the book.
How is Chris supposed to know if Sherilyn Cadle gave Nichol Kessinger money? So it looks like Sherilyn Cadle has been accused of plagiarism. And this is why we are down this rabbit hole, because who knows? Who knows if we'll ever get the truth? All we can really do is speculate.
Plagiarism for what? I gotta take a look at that.
Speculate based on footage that we have. Try to read their body language and what they're saying. We're still on Watts Island, all of us. We're still wondering, trying to piece things together. That's what we're doing. We're just deciphering all of it. We're trying to see if this is a real phone call. We're trying to see if this is Nichol Kessinger. It could be a hoax. And again, we just have to take all of this with a grain of salt, because we don't really know. Sherilyn Cadle was accused of plagiarism, so we don't even know if the things that were in that book are true.
Yeah,
we don't know if Chris Watts really said them, and even if Chris Watts said them, is he telling the truth? Who knows? But let's continue.
Then he had his new lawyers reach out again, because the lawyers, they were reaching out early from day one, and then they stopped, and then the lawyers started reaching out again, not like a month ago, and then they called, and like they set my mom off and all that. My mom is suing a couple of YouTube channels for all the harassment of me, her, Nikki. Like, Nikki is...
We don't care about your family, Nichol Kessinger. We just care about you. We want you to ask, or we want you to tell us how innocent you are or how guilty you are. That's all we want to know. We don't want harm to you. We don't want anything negative to happen to you. Besides, we want the truth. You need to make a video. You need to tell us. If you're innocent, prove it. If you're guilty, we knew it.
Suing.
What in the world? So this person
Amen,
claims
sister.
Nichole's cousin claims that Nichole's aunt is suing a couple of YouTube channels because of the harassment of me, this person, Nichol, and Nichole's aunt. Why is the mentally ill aunt suing people? This sounded like a slip up. It already sounds like Nichole's voice.
It like comes out of her mouth and she's like, did I just say it? Oh crap, I just said that. Okay, keep recording. Like she paused her recording. Oh, did I say that? Oh, I got it. Oh crap. Damage control. Blah, 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 blah. Like,
It sounded like Nichol is saying, yeah,
I think we would get more like audio from a cow. Like better audio.
my mom called because everyone keeps harassing me. Oh, I mean, they keep harassing Nichol and they keep harassing my mom and they keep harassing me, her cousin. I'm her cousin, remember? I'm her cousin.
Then they called and like they set my mom off and all that. My mom is suing a couple of YouTube channels for all the harassment of me, her, Nikki. Like Nikki is suing.
See how she uses the like a lot?
But we don't
She
know.
didn't finish it.
Okay, look.
The
Okay.
harassment of
She's like, blah, 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 blah. Okay, look.
me, her, Nikki, Nichol is suing. First of all, suing for what? You can't just go around suing YouTube channels for having an
opinions?
opinion. Just because it hurts your feelings doesn't mean it's harassment. Second, again, it sounds like Nichol Kessinger. We know that Nichol Kessinger was so concerned about her public image. We saw in the interview that she was mostly worried about what's going to happen to her. She is
Damage control is what she said she had to achieve. Dwayne Kessinger wanted this case to be over and done as soon as possible. Why would you want that? Image.
gonna have to go into hiding. She says, oh, it's gonna probably be months, weeks until I can go out in public again because
just
people
came
are
out
gonna be like,
July.
oh, well, you were dating a married man, and she knew the consequences of being involved with a married man, and then this married man annihilated his family. Everyone was gonna know about her. She knew that we were going.
If you're cheating and having an affair or all that jazz, you know it's not going to end good. It's going to end badly. Breakups, divorce, murders. I've never heard of a mistress being a good thing.
Going to have our opinions and our speculations about her involvement in this crime. And it was something that really bothered her. We heard it over and over again during that 3.5-hour interview
ruined.
with CBI agent Kevin Kobat.
And then I have to think about like the consequences of his actions and how they affect
What about your actions? Mrs. Three-Way Butt Stuff?
everybody else. Like all of these, her family's impacted. My name is about to be like slandered for probably a while. I don't know how long it's going to take to
7
heal,
years
but I
in.
would not be surprised if it's going to be hard to go out in public sometimes for a couple of years. And that really hurts me. And I'm just like, this is
Year
a
7.
horrible, horrible thing. Like, how dare you, and people aren't going to understand that. They're going to say,
This is where she's playing the victim card.
oh, you're the woman that had an affair with this man who took out his whole family. And I take a step back and it's just like,
I
didn't know. Like,
Her
it's,
acting skills suck.
he's so disgusting. I'm so ashamed of him and everything. And I just,
Why?
all those little girls, they're so little. They're so little.
We talked,
Who knows how long it's gonna be before I go out in public? Because people are gonna be like, you're that woman who was with that married man and he annihilated his family. And I'm like, I didn't know. So we know that Nichol Kessinger really cared about her public image. She really cared about what people were going to think about her because it did affect her life. I mean, we know already that Nichol Kessinger had to go into hiding. She changed her name, she moved. Nichol Kessinger does not exist anymore. This person, the actual person still does, but the...
No disrespect towards Roxy. I want to make that very clear. I want people to... Smokey's going off on... Quiet.
name and the identity attached to that person no longer exists. She was not able to write a book like Amber Fry did. Since she wasn't able to do that, since she wasn't able to get closure for herself, and since she wasn't able to defend herself from public speculation and from public scrutiny, I think that she feels the need to do so by pretending to be a cousin. She feels the need to let everybody know that she's innocent. She felt the need to call in back in 2020 to try and defend herself as best as she could through a cousin, because there's no way that she can come out and do it because she doesn't exist anymore. And so she found another way to do it, and it was by calling and pretending to be a cousin. Oh, my cousin knows me so well. My cousin can vouch for me. Yeah, my cousin is gonna vouch for me because she knows me so well. Hi, I am Nichol Kessinger's cousin. Let's continue.
Chris Watts himself has written us and told us he doesn't know why he killed his family. He says that he was possessed by a demon from the house. He says that the Thrive patches were making him think like demonic thoughts. Chris killed his family because he's a sick fuck. That's the reason he killed his family. It could have easily been, I'm a victim. Oh, it breaks my heart.
How unfair.
Chris Watts himself has written us and told us he doesn't know why he killed his family. He says that he was possessed by a demon from the house. He says that the Thrive patches were making him think like demonic thoughts. Chris killed his family because he's a sick fuck. That's the reason he killed him.
It's just that Chris moved into the Amityville horror house and a demon possessed him. It was that house. That house possessed the demon. She's trying to blame a house and the Thrive patches. This is just laughable at this point. This is so nuts. If it really is Nichol Kessinger calling in, girl, get it together. Get it together.
Chris
there are
killed his
groups
family
out there
because he's a sick fuck. That's the reason he killed his family.
that I agree on.
It could have easily been Nikki. Well, what do you think would have happened if the plan would have worked? He would have killed her.
Why would that have, like, what benefit would he have had to murder his mistress? Besides, I mean, there is that he would go towards Shanann, and then he wanted to hide his shenanigans with Nichol, so I could see that part, but he was so infatuated and loved with Nichol, it wasn't even funny.
Too. He took his bodies to the job, okay?
His bodies?
He took the bodies to Anadarko.
I find this very interesting that this person is now claiming that, oh, Chris would have murdered Nichol too. Had the plan gone through? Oh, I wonder what plan this cousin is talking about. What plan? If the plan had worked out the way it was supposed to, Nichol would have also been.
That's why I think there was a plan, but it was foiled, and she's like, the plan was, it was supposed to be me and Chris, but then it didn't. Man, like, shut up.
Killed. So the contradictions, the words that they use, and the voice all leads me to believe that this might be Nichol Kessinger. There is a possibility that this could be Nichol Kessinger. Let's continue.
He took his bodies to the job, okay? He took the bodies to Anadarko.
Anadarko.
How fucking dumb can he get? He wanted to get caught. He was going to be killing. In fact, Nikki turned him in. She called the police when she seen the interview.
That's the bombshell.
She said he looked like a fucking serial killer. Okay? And she thought, what if he was a serial killer because there was a woman missing from Brighton? You know?
This sounds like Nichol Kessinger trying to convince the public that she had nothing to do with it. We all know how stupid Chris Watts is. And again, I get the impression that not only is she trying to convince the public that she's innocent, she also doesn't want people to think that she's dumb as well.
And she wants the pity party on her.
If many of these theories are correct and Nichol Kessinger was the mastermind, she wants to let us know that she's not stupid enough to come up with a plan to dispose the bodies at his worksite. She's letting us know, oh, I'm not that stupid. If I told him to kill his family, I wouldn't tell him to dispose of his family at work. What an idiot. Oh, he wanted to get caught. So again, I think it's Nichol Kessinger trying to convince the public that she isn't dumb and she would not have come up with such a stupid plan. In my opinion.
She may be book smart, but she ain't common sense smart.
And again, my theory is that she had a lot to do with the planning. What I think is more important to Nichol, other than people believing that she's innocent, she doesn't want people to think that she is as dumb as Chris Watts. The second thing that I noticed that was actually very telling was that this person is also trying to convince whomever that the woman that went missing in Brighton somehow related with Shanann and the girls being missing. She was trying to find some kind of correlation. That mom in Brighton and Shanann Watts went missing around the same time. Who knows? Maybe it's a serial killer.
I think it was within 10 days of each other.
We know that Nichol Kessinger tried this with
probably
Kevin
look into
Kovac.
that.
Like, all right, like, something happened. This woman is missing. Whether it was him or someone else. I know, like, a woman went missing not too long ago in Longmont. Like, I think it was like 2 months ago or something like that. And you guys...
About 10 days.
Not you guys. But somebody up there called off the search on her. I don't think they ever found her. So I was like, I don't know. Maybe that's connected. Maybe somebody came and got her. Maybe he did something. I don't know. But I knew, like, it was a problem.
The things that this person is saying are very similar to what Nichol said in her interview with CBI.
And it's scary. What if that was that Nichol? With that mystery woman? Was she practicing? Who knows? All alleged, all opinionated. Yeah, that's creepy.
Agent Kevin Kovac. Very, very interesting. Let's continue.
But the Kessinger family did not kill anyone. Christopher
We don't care about the family. We care about Nichol.
Watts killed. That's it.
No one is accusing the Kessinger family of killing anyone. No one is even accusing Nichol of killing anyone. A lot of the opinions and the speculation that we see is that Nichol is more involved than she claimed to be. This cousin is saying that the Kessinger family wasn't involved. Yeah, because no one is claiming that the Kessinger family was involved. This is just Nichol and Chris. And maybe from theories and speculation that I've read, maybe Jim. No one, I haven't seen anything of anybody talking about the Kessinger family. Kessinger's cousin or Kessinger's mentally ill aunt.
They've talked about Dwayne Kessinger being this Freemason or I think they said a police officer at one time, and then I think somebody said that he was a judge at one. Like there's so many different name tags apparently this man has, but that's the only person that I've ever heard of when it comes to Nichol Kessinger's family. We don't care about the sister. We don't care about the mother. We don't care about whoever she's slept with besides that guy named, what was it, Steve? No. Sean. I want to know about Sean. I'm still waiting for my DMs, Sean. If you could let me know, I'll pay you for an interview. You tell me about Nichol Kessinger and your dating relationship with her.
No one has claimed or made any speculations on the cousin being involved. It sounds like Nichol Kessinger defending herself in a really poor way. She's defending herself in a very laughable way. I mean, none of this is actually believable because, again, the things that this person says make no sense whatsoever. Anyone with a little bit of common sense and with a computer can do a little bit of research and
I did the exact same thing, and I used an AI generator. I know people don't like AI. I don't use it to create. I use it for productivity, to do things to like this, compare, to bust myths or investigate, or it's a nice tool to have. It's just another way to work on things.
Connect the dots
Like
and figure out that, it's really weird that a cousin that no one knows about went into witness protection. But let me know your thoughts. Again, this is all just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this person, the things they're saying, and their voice. Do they sound like Nichol? Do they say things that sound like Nichol? Is this Nichol trying?
I spoke to a speech therapist, or not speech therapist, a speech worker that can compare and so forth like that. And she said, it's Nichol. Like the mannerisms, the way that the dialect, it's Nichol.
To convince the public that she isn't as dumb as Chris and that she wasn't involved. But anyway, let's continue.
We have, and the Watts, they'll keep reaching out because of the baby. We don't want their help. We don't want anything to do with them. Nichol has been on drugs, and Nichol has burglarized my mother's home 2 times now for drugs.
Okay, so this person is claiming that Nichol is burglarizing her aunt's home, probably finding things to pawn, right? We heard Nichol say that, I used to pawn things all the time. I pawn things occasionally.
At one point, he mentioned to me,
pawn it, man.
I can't even believe I have to say this. She left her wedding ring here, and I said something along the lines of, does that mean you two are done? And he was like, oh my God. He said, how much do you think it's worth? And I was like, remember hearing him say that and being like, what the fuck? And I remember thinking to myself, like, I don't even know how to respond to this. And so I was like, I don't know, pawn it, man. And I was just like, I pawn jewelry all the time. I was like, I pawn jewelry a few times. I was like, it's not worth shit, though. And I was like, so I don't know if you really want to do that.
All you had was crap.
No. I think I'm going to get it
have the real stuff.
It's a nice rock. And I was just like, okay. And it was like really awkward.
She's a geologist. She knows and loves rocks.
So again, it sounds like Nichol.
A diamond is a rock.
Pretending to be a cousin, and then this cousin, Nichol, is on drugs.
Carbon.
She's burglarizing my mom's home. She pawned my mom's cats. Again, this person is trying to convince us that they are not Nichol Kessinger. Yeah, let me just talk shit about myself so that I can convince people that I'm not Nichol. Oh, Nichol is on drugs. She likes to burglarize homes. Let's continue.
Nichol doesn't have any fucking money. Nichol can't get a fucking job because of this shit.
You did it to yourself. Maybe she's got an OnlyFans. I was going to say OnlyFans. OnlyPans. That's probably what she has.
And what did the only thing Nichol did wrong, she had an affair with a man that was married. Nichol was not a married woman. He was a married man. That's that.
Again, Nichol trying to convince the public, I wasn't married. He was the married one. He made that decision on his own. And then again, the things that this person says. Oh, Nichol can't get a job right now because of all of these things that happened.
Did it to herself.
It's the same thing we heard from Nichol herself. It came from the source herself. From Nichol. She worried about not being able to have another job. She might have to be remote for the rest of her life because she can't go into work. People are going to recognize her. We know that she worried about this a lot. And now the cousin The cousin is mentioning it again. Nicole is burglarizing homes. She doesn't have any money. Nicole doesn't even have a job. This cousin seems to be just as worried as Nichol Kessinger. And this cousin had nothing to do with it. Zero involvement whatsoever, but the cousin sounds way more guilty at this point. But that's because I believe that the cousin is Nichol Kessinger. Let's continue.
He was saying he was going to leave his wife. They were separated. He said they didn't even sleep in the same rooms. You're acting like, you motherfuckers act like Nicole ruined a marriage and all this bullshit.
You could hear her getting like some glass in the background.
No, she didn't. And he was already stepping outside. They were swinging. They were swingers. So, you know, they were already fucking men. So I don't even, that shit's crazy.
That shit's crazy. They were already sleeping.
They were effing men? Is that what Chris was doing? That he didn't want people to know?
Separate beds. No, they weren't. They were never sleeping in separate beds. They began sleeping in separate beds when Nichol Kessinger got involved with him. None of this was happening before Nichol Kessinger. All of this happened as soon as Nichol Kessinger forced herself into Chris's life. She is a homewrecker. She knew that Chris was married. We don't care what she said in her interview. Everything else, all of the Google searches, all of the text messages, the cousin is trying to convince us that, oh, she didn't know. She's not a homewrecker.
They were swinging. They were swingers. So, you know, they were already fucking men. So I don't even, that shit's crazy. And it's all going to come out. And if Chris would have went to court, it all would have came out. You know? And then maybe you guys wouldn't be fucking harassing Nicole.
Oh, this is why I
get yourself some new batteries, girl. Replace that shit. What if you get carbon monoxide poisoning?
You can buy it on Amazon.
You know? And then maybe you guys wouldn't be fucking harassing Nicole. And you would harass the people that you need to harass. If you want to know what you won't call the fucking truth. Because Nicole was not involved. You need to look at the people the closest to them.
Is that it?
So that was it. Let me know what you all think about this audio recording. Do you think it's Nichol Kessinger?
Yes, it is.
A lot of things do point to that person being Nichol Kessinger. We heard the voice, we heard the stories that this supposed cousin said, and a lot of it does sound like Nicole. In my opinion, I think that if this is not a person who already sounds like Nichol Kessinger, who was trying to pull a prank or a hoax, then I don't believe it is an actual real cousin. I believe it is Nichol Kessinger. But let me know what you all.
Computer has confirmed it. A voice analyzer, if I'm saying that right, have both said that is NK.
Think. Do you think it's Nichol Kessinger? And let me know why. What things stood out? It's a 6-minute audio recording, but a lot was said and a lot of rambling happened and a lot of jumping from one topic to another. Very similar to what we see with Nichol Kessinger in her interview with CBI agent Kevin Kovac. So who knows? Will we ever get the...
She doesn't stick to a certain topic for more than like a minute or two.
Truth. We don't know. That is what we are still doing here. This is why we're still down this rabbit hole. We're trying to find the truth. But anyway, thank you all for watching this video, and thank you to all of my subscribers for all the love and support that you show on my channel each and every day. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next time.
I want to see Kitty. Ah, he's so cute. I wish I could have a cat, but I'm highly allergic. So with that being said, confirmed that 2020 Nichol Kessinger made a phone call while being or drinking the booze or something, and wanted to get things outright as her cousin. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Definitely give the love word is due for Miss Midnight. Wait, hold on. I have midnight rabbit hole on the brain. Rabbit hole rocks. Sorry. Go give her some love where it is due. Maybe she might make another drunk call. That'd be kind of cool. See if she confesses finally. Again, comments, subscribe, comment, like, and share. We will see you guys in the next video. Please take care, be safe. As always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video.